is Hillary. If you are new to my Periscope channel, thank you so much for watching, and thank you to everyone watching the replay. I am an essential oil educator and leader with doTERRA International, and before I get started today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the international part because some incredible things have been happening with my team recently, and especially one in particular. We have involved some folks from Brazil who have joined our team recently over the last 2 weeks. Hi guys, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. This is LuLaRoe. This is a LuLaRoe Julia. If you guys are not familiar with LuLaRoe, it's like super silky, buttery clothes, and my sweet girlfriend Heather Calhoun is an awesome boss babe, and I hope she's watching, and I got this beautiful dress from her LuLaRoe shop, so definitely check her out on Facebook, shop Heather Calhoun LuLaRoe. But anyway, we welcomed some new team members from Brazil and also from France. So today we had one member from Brazil and one member from France join my team, and we also had an amazing two group of ladies named Lavinia and Margaret, and they own BFit Nova. It's a fitness and wellness studio here in my hometown area of Northern Virginia, and I'm so excited that they're going to be incorporating essential oils and wellness into the classes and into their programs and into their entire ideology and what they stand for, because you know me, if you follow my Instagram at Hillary LeMay, that I love fitness and nutrition because they're all in our wellness pyramid together. So oils are not just, we don't just use oils in a little bubble. We have all those other areas of our lives, like our toxic load and our nutrition and our stress management, that all play a role in our overall wellness. And so I'm really excited that Margaret and Lavinia are going to be incorporating oils, and I'm just so excited for them. I'm so excited for all the possibilities. Hi! And it's really exciting. So doTERRA International, there are no boundaries. You can connect with people from all over the world and include them in your team, and you don't have to be local to mentor them and support them. We have Periscope, we have each other, we have so many great means of technology to connect, and I'm just so honored and thrilled that I get to share this essential life journey. Hi Margaret, oh, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I'm so excited to welcome you all into my Empowered by Oils oil family, and the future is so bright, so I'm really excited. So for Mary Jane in Virginia, for Sydney in Maryland, for Danielle in France, and for Margaret and Lavinia, of course, here. I am so honored to welcome you today to my team, and I look forward to all the great things we're going to do. So anyway, but tonight we are going to have an awesome Periscope party, and we're going to talk about the summer grilling essentials. So if you are new to my Periscope channel, thank you so much for joining, of course. You can tap the screen as many times as you want down at the bottom to show me love, that you're enjoying this, that you're learning something, that you're having a great time with me, because this is a party. It's the cleanest night of the week. We have fun, we chat, we hang out, and this is great. So if you'd like to invite your followers or friends, you can swipe up or swipe across. You can swipe however it works on your phone, up or across, to share this with your followers on Facebook or on Periscope. And it would just be so wonderful if you would want to share this message. And again, if you don't have a supportive upline or leadership, don't feel like you can't succeed and share oils well, because you have all of us here on Periscope pouring out love to you, and it's really important that you connect with people that feel as excited about essential oils and this lifestyle like you do. So I'm here, I'm super excited. If you can't tell, I'm really excited all the time. I can't hide it. It's the essential life. It makes you happy. It makes you feel good from the inside out, and that resonates, and you have an amazing impact and influence on your friends just by sharing the things that you love. So I am here to share the things that I love, and I love just easy DIYs. And so, summer is going to be here in a few weeks. The pool is going to be open. It is my favorite time of the year, and with warm weather comes grilling time. So just like tonight, George is off, and he made a delicious dinner for us on the grill, and he loves to grill. Actually, for Thanksgiving, he grilled a whole turkey. We love to grill salmon and steaks and chicken and shrimp and fish and fruit. Like pineapple is amazing grilled if you don't do that. So tonight we're going to talk all about our grilling essentials, and we're going to talk about why the leading grill cleaners are toxic and nasty, and they have got to go. We are kicking them to the curb. They cannot stay here. They're not welcome. And then we're going to, oh good, yay, I'm glad you're here. Yeah. And then we're going to make our own with simple ingredients and essential oils. So we're going to start out with a clean grill, and then we're going to make an essential marinade using basic ingredients. Now you can also use this as a salad dressing. This is a basic vinaigrette, so it's super flexible and versatile. Do what you want with it. And then we're going to make a yummy, amazing barbecue sauce. And these are great gifts for your husbands or boyfriends or fiancés or grandfathers or dads. This is a great gift for Father's Day. You can package all of these up in a great way. So I can't wait to get started and show you guys all these great recipes. But first, I wanted to show you this amazing book that I love, that I always brag about. It's called The Essential Life. It is our Bible. It's glossy and hardback and beautiful, and it's got about 500 pages or more of amazing recipes. And so that's what inspired this Periscope tonight. And if you are following along with me, like I know a lot of you like to, on page 370 and 371, you can find the recipe I'm using for the basic vinaigrette. And then on page 382 and 383, you can find the basic recipe for the barbecue sauce. And I'll also go back and edit my Instagram post later tonight to include the complete recipes, so you don't have to go searching for it if you don't have your book yet. But I like to give that book as an enrollment gift anytime someone gets started with me with a kit, because it's a great way for them to be empowered on their own and be independent and be able to seek out the information that they need. So I'm really excited to share with you. If you miss anything, you can watch the replay for 24 hours, so it'll be here for you, and I'm really excited to share. So let's get started with our first demo. So the first one we're going to do is our grill cleaner. And it's really easy, and what we're going to do is just start out with a small glass bowl, whatever you have works, and we are just going to simply add 1/4 cup of baking soda. This is just good old Arm & Hammer baking soda, nothing fancy here. And then we're going to add we're going to add 2 tablespoons of Castle soap. This is liquid Castle soap. This is just unscented soap base with jojoba and hemp seed and coconut oil. And you can use your On Guard, your doTERRA On Guard cleaner concentrate if you prefer, but this is just liquid Castle soap, Dr. Bronner's. You can find it at any health food store, at Whole Foods. Some Targets sell it, or you can also buy it on Amazon, but I like to get mine from the Vitamin Shop. And then we're going to add 5 drops of our doTERRA lemon essential oil. Now, the reason that, and we're just going to mix this together for a second while I chat, the reason that the leading grill cleaners are really toxic, they've got alcohol and tetrasodium and carboxymethyl glutamate, butane, and propane. We don't want that on our food. And barbecue sauce and all those salad dressings that you find in the grocery store, they've got high fructose corn syrup, they've got modified food starch, they've got caramel color, corn syrup, more sugar. Some of them have carrageenan. A lot of the marinades and salad dressings have carrageenan. So we don't want to mess with that. We want to make our own cleaner version. So that's what we're doing tonight. So you just make a paste, and then what we're going to do is add white distilled vinegar until it texture like olive oil. And so we're going to just eyeball this. I really don't follow recipes too much, but for your all's sake, I try to as much as I can so you can follow along and make these at home. But I really just kind of eyeball it because I've been cooking since I was a kid, and you just get a feel for it after you've been cooking a while. You just kind of can look at it and it looks like the right texture. So we're just going to work this a little bit thinner. So just kind of, probably I would say 2 tablespoons of vinegar, but just start with 1 and work it in and make sure that it's all into this paste. And if you remember my scope, probably about 4 or 5 months ago, about where we made the soft scrub cleanser, this is very similar to that. And it's just all about making this nice paste. So I think we're there. I think our texture's there. Maybe we'll add a little more, another little splash. Okay, and then that's really it. And you just make this into a paste, and then you can grab whatever mason jar you have. I just found this cool little one in the Target $1 spot. That's one of my favorite spots. That's one of the favorite spots of all of my team members. It's great to find these nice little jars so you're not breaking the bank when you want to make gifts for people. You can find the little chalkboard labels and the chalkboard pens at Target or at Michael's. And don't forget to use your coupon because you can get 40% off your purchases there, and you can stock up and share with your team. And so we're just going to pour this into a small jar, and you can use whatever size jar you want. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. And what you're going to do is just take this paste and you're going to put some onto a damp cloth. You can maybe have a sponge, that you have assigned to your grill, and you can just take a damp sponge and you're gonna brush the mixture onto your grill, and you're gonna let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. So you're going to take some of the paste and you're going to spread it onto your grill with like a moistened sponge or, you know, cloth or whatever. Let it sit for 15 or 20 minutes, and then you're gonna use you're just gonna rinse it with water. And before you do that, you can take a grill brush, like, you know, one of those really nice scrubby brushes that you can get at, you know, any Lowe's or Home Depot or any outdoor store that has the bristly kind of SOS pad type thing on the end of it. You can just scrape any of the burnt little bits from food or grilling or anything like that, but you can do that, and then you just rinse it clean with water. And so you can either get like a spray bottle with water and just spray it down and wipe it clean, but it's amazing, and there's no chemicals in here. This is just beautiful. It cost probably 10 or 15 cents to make, maybe not even, because the cost of the essential oil, lemon essential oil, is it's like, you know, 4 cents a drop. So you're talking really minimal cost here. And we all have baking soda, we all have vinegar, and most of us crunchy moms, we all have Castle soap in our pantry. So, but this is a great recipe to make and package up with the other recipes we're gonna make for Father's Day. You can triple and quadruple the recipe if you want. Easy breezy. This is basic, and a lot of those nasty cleaners are expensive and they smell and they're disgusting, and you don't want that on your food. And you know, this is an opportunity here on Thursday nights. We're just, we're taking the time to analyze the products, not only what we are putting on our skin and what we are cleaning with, but just everything around us. And grilling is one of those things too that we just want to be as conscious as we possibly can. So yeah, kids can help too, and they can make it extra special for daddy, and they can, you know, draw on the label with whatever markers or chalkboard, or, you know, they can paint the bottles and jars. But it's just really fun getting your kids involved. I know Olivia loves to help me with crafts. So that's our first recipe. Easy breezy, it took no time. Now our second recipe is our marinade. That's just a basic marinade and dressing. So you can use this for your salads. You can use this for your veggies and, you know, whatever you want in your salads, but you can also use this to marinate your meat and your proteins before you grill them. So we've got a clean grill, and now we are going to marinate our meat so we are really happy and that it is flavored to perfection. So for the basic vinaigrette, we are going to grab another little glass bowl, and I like to use a little glass measuring cup with a spout for this, because what we're going to do is pour it into a fancy little salad dressing bottle at the end. So we want to, we're going to use a funnel too, but it's easier if you're using something with a spout. So that's just my little life hack from Hillary. So for our basic vinaigrette, we are going to grab our ingredients here, put it right here for us, and we're going to use 2/3 cup of olive oil. It's just 2/3 cup of olive oil. And then we're going to use a 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. This is going to give it a really nice tang. And then we're going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. And this is local honey that I get from our local farm. It's McKay's Red Barn Farm. It's where we get all of our fresh eggs. And we love supporting our local farm and our local agriculture. So I would definitely recommend doing that if you have any access to local agriculture like that. It is really great to support your community. And you're just doing a great thing for your body too, because you want to know where your food's coming from whenever you can. And so then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of shallot or red onion or white onion, sweet onion, whatever you have, use that. Whatever you have on hand. Don't go buying crazy amounts of ingredients. Like, I think champagne vinegar was one of the ingredients on the recipe, but if you can't find that, just use apple cider vinegar. Use whatever you have. And then we're going to use 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And this is going to also give it a nice little kick and tang, and it's going to really tenderize the meat. And then we are going to add 1/4 teaspoon of garlic. I love garlic. I hope you do too. You and your family have to eat garlic all together so that none of you notice each other's garlic breath. And then we are going to add 2 drops of grapefruit. Oh yeah. 2 drops of grapefruit. 1, 2. And 2 orange. And this is going to give it a sweet and savory, tangy, amazing complexity of flavor. And you can add whatever essential oils you like. You can add lime, ginger, you can add coriander, or anything you like. You can just make this your own. You know, and I encourage you, with all of my recipes, just use this as a springboard, make it your own. And Tanitha, if you're still on here, she is my sweet friend in Canada and a fellow oiler. and she posted a recipe on her Instagram for a delicious marinade and salad dressing, and it looked so good. And she used herbs from her garden along with her herbaceous essential oils, and it's just so cool to see what everyone's making, and it's so inspiring, and I love being inspired by you guys. I love seeing all the things that you're doing. So if you make any of these recipes, tag me. I love seeing what you guys do and how you make it your own. So then you just mix it, and it smells so fruity and fresh and fantastic. Yeah, it really is fun to experiment and just have fun. It's salad dressing, it's essential oils, it's a few, different ingredients. You're not gonna do it wrong. Like, there's no way to mess up. And if you're not happy with a flavor, you can start over again, or maybe add something to neutralize it a little bit. And then we're just gonna add a few little pinches of pink Himalayan salt. And I love Himalayan salt. It's very mild, so I like to use it in all my cooking. 1, 2, 3, just a little bit. And we're not making it salty so that you can taste the salt, but the salt actually magnifies and brings out all the complexity of all the flavors. So I like to add just a little bit of salt, even in savory dishes actually too, like in things with chocolate or whatever. I actually like to use salt, just a pinch. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is, see if I can do this without spilling, otherwise I'll use my funnel. Maybe I'll use my funnel just because I don't wanna make a mess. Okay, so then we're just gonna funnel this into our beautiful bottle. There we go. How gorgeous is that, you guys? We just made marinade, a vinaigrette, salad dressing in like 2 minutes, not even. And you can shake it well if it settles, and you can also package this up in a really pretty bottle for a gift. But look how pretty that is. You guys, like salad dressing. And if it settles a little bit like the garlic and onion, you can do like a sealed bottle, and you can just mix it up or whisk it up before you serve it or before you give it as a gift. But it smells so fragrant and it's delicious. You can pour it on any of your salads or veggies or proteins, or you can do this, like I said, for meats. You can do this with lamb or fish or chicken or shrimp. Anything that you love, you can do this. It's so easy. Periscope doesn't lie. Like, it was so easy. You can totally do this, and I can't wait for you to do it and show me and tell me how delicious your recipes were. All right, and so our last recipe is my amazing barbecue sauce. Oh, the bottle I got on Amazon, but you can actually find this at Bed Bath & Beyond. So bring your coupons, keep your coupons, and you will be surprised what cool little things you can find. But I think this was $8 on Amazon. And I love little fun glass jars, and you can use jars like this for maple syrup. If you serve pancakes or waffles to your family, you can heat up your maple syrup and add a drop of wild orange or a drop of cinnamon or cassia or any of the essential oils that you like, and you can warm it up and pour your syrup on your waffles and things. So this container is a really fun one, and it's very versatile too. So our amazing barbecue sauce, and my house smells so good because I made a batch this morning, and holy smokes. Yeah, Hobby Lobby has awesome bottles. We were actually just there last weekend, and they have really neat bottles with little wooden spoons. They're great with like a cork on top for bath salts or magnesium flakes. They make great gifts. So our last recipe is my amazing barbecue sauce, and it is so, so, so tasty. It's tangy, it's savory, it's sweet. You're gonna love it, and I hope you make it. All right, so this recipe starts out with 2 cups of ketchup, and I use organic ketchup. You can find organic ketchup hopefully at your grocery store. If not, you can probably get it online, but I like to use organic ketchup because ketchup can have a lot of sodium and a lot of high fructose corn syrup, and you don't want that in your recipes because that defeats the point of making healthier swaps. So you start out with 2 organic cups of ketchup, and then we're gonna add 1 cup of water, and then we are going to add a half cup of apple cider vinegar, and then we're going to add, we're going to add 2/3 cup of brown sugar. So good. And this way you're sweetening it naturally without, without using high fructose corn syrup. And then we are going to add 1 1/4 tablespoons of coconut aminos. So if you're familiar with coconut aminos, we use them instead of Worcestershire sauce or soy sauce or teriyaki sauce because it's got a much lower sodium point, and it's really important to be watching your sodium when you're watching your fitness and your health. So we are going to use coconut aminos, and I mentioned that I actually did a whole scope on coconut aminos, so hopefully you guys are really used to cooking with it and using it to flavor your foods. And so then we are going to add a half a tablespoon of garlic. There we go. More garlic is amazing. And then we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of ground mustard. And this is just from the baking aisle. I found organic ground mustard. It's just a dried spice. I really like the way that it makes this recipe taste. And then we're gonna add 2 drops of black pepper essential oil. This is gonna make it really nice and savory. 1, 2. And then we're gonna add 2 drops of lemon doTERRA essential oil. 2. 1 more, because I like the tang of the lemon. Okay, that's good. All right, and so then what you're gonna do is you are going to just blend this with a whisk. And what you're going to do for this is you're going to put it in a saucepan. You can start it out in a saucepan if you like, but you know, for the sake of time, we don't have an hour and a half or 2 hours to hang out on Periscope while I simmer my barbecue sauce. So I just wanted to show you the basic prep for it. But what you do is you mix all of this, make sure it's all combined, and you put it into a saucepan, and then you simmer it, you bring it to a boil, and you simmer it for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So after you bring it to a boil, knock it down low to a low simmer. On my stove, that's about a 2 or 2.5. And then you just let it slow simmer for an hour and a half or 2 hours. And when you do that, it becomes this amazing thick barbecue sauce. And it's sweet and smoky and tangy and amazing. And this recipe made this jar and about 1/2 of a small little shallow jar. And these make great gifts, you guys. Like, you could package all of these things up and make such great gifts for your family members. So this is, again, just the barbecue sauce. It made about 1.5 jars, and it is so tangy and sweet. I'm gonna take a little taste because it was so fantastic. My house smelled amazing. Yeah. You can enjoy that with any number of things. I mean, anything you can imagine. Oh, I think I froze there for a second. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Something was going on with connection. But anyway, this recipe just made this little amount because it really does reduce down and get nice and thick. So yeah, I would keep it in the fridge. Coconut aminos in the organic section. I actually find those at my local health food store, but if you can't find them there, you can always find them on Amazon. So hopefully the connection didn't interrupt what we were saying, but yeah, you can find coconut aminos at your local health food store, or you can just get them on Amazon. But I've found really great success finding them at my local health food store. You can try Whole Foods, you can even call around. I always recommend calling around before you drive all over town and waste a day trying to find something. So anyway, these are our 3 grilling summer essentials. So we have our deliciously easy grill cleaner so that your food will not be covered in nasty chemicals when you're grilling. And then we've got our delicious basic vinaigrette and marinade and salad dressing and our amazing barbecue sauce. It's sweet and sassy and it's delicious. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can get it at Thrive Market too. So if you are a Thrive Market member, you can definitely find your coconut aminos that way. So I hope you guys have enjoyed these recipes. I hope it inspires you to think outside the box and realize that, you know, all the things that you're using in your home, that you're using with your children and in your cooking and your preparation of your foods and all the things that you do, you will look at them in a different way and become a label reading gangster, like I like to say. You want to be super sly about reading ingredients and getting comfortable with really knowing what is on the label and what are you doing in your home, you know, with your toxic load, because we're not spending all this money on essential oils and we're not spending all this money getting fit and joining a gym and doing our workouts every day and waking up early and drinking our shakes and doing all those things to be consuming toxic chemicals into our, you know, for our family, into our body. So I hope you enjoyed these. I can't wait to see if you make these. Please tag me and tell me all about how delicious they were. And I will chat with you guys later. I hope you have an awesome night and a fantastic weekend. Bye. Love you guys.